Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna be doing this very pretty fall makeup. It is one of the more popular makeup trends for fall this year. The first one we did last week, which I'm gonna be leaving linked below if you're interested in watching that and you haven't seen it just yet, which was more of a very subtle makeup look with a very bright red lip. So for today, we're focusing more really on the eyes, on the blush, and this is what I came up with. So if you would like to see how I got this very pretty fall makeup, then please keep on watching. For today's makeup look, I wanted a very subtle glowy base. So I started with a highlighter slash primer, the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, and then just applying with my fingers, I also applied a skin tint. This time I went for the Lisa Eldridge Seamless Skin Enhancing Tint. And then for my usual concealing corrector, I used the Tarte Corrector and the KBD Concealer in combination with the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Concealer. And then lastly, I just set my concealer corrector areas with one of my Hourglass palettes in the usual finishing powder that comes in these palettes. So now we're gonna be focusing on the rest of the face. I wanted to make this video a little bit faster, so I'm hoping this is going to help. So the very first step is going to be the cheeks. That's the main focus on this look. Last week's fall makeup, I wanted it to be more about the lip. So for today, we're gonna be trying another trend, which is the more moody blush. So it's gonna be more centered on our cheeks and possibly our eyes. So now I'm just adding a bit more of definition to my cheeks. I'm using the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt. I've got it in the shade Light Medium, which this is pretty much out at this point. I don't know if it's just out or this thing is just not working, but nothing is coming out and I can't really see. Like if I put it across, like against light, it looks like I am done with it. So might need to repurchase or probably just pick a new thing because I feel like this one ran out very quick. So anyway, just applying this bronzer slash contour in the higher parts of my face just to define those cheeks a little bit more, the jawline and the forehead. I want to go for a more subtle highlight. It's going to be more about the actual cheeks, so I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow palette. This is a very subtle highlight for my complexion and it's just the perfect everyday, so I think this is going to be very good. Last week I also used a more subtle highlight, so I think with this type of fall makeups that I've been seeing in this 2024 trends, it's more really focused on one item and emphasizing that. So here it's gonna be more about the blush. Last week was more about the lips, so it's gonna be for me more heavily focused on the blush and on the eyes. So for the blush, we're gonna be using One by Mary. This is in the old packaging, so I've had it for some time. I think this actually was part of a PR box that they sent me way back when the brand was just starting. And this is in the shade Mood. So does this not scream fall? It is so pretty. And I love wearing it, specifically during this time of year. I would lie if I say that I use this year-round because I really don't. So I'm just gonna use my usual cream blush. This brush, I'm just gonna go ahead and start with this because my mind is not in the right, my words are not coming out. So this is very intense, but I'm just barely touching my cheeks. I don't want to go super overboard because this is more on the intense side, and I think I might have gone overboard right there. And I am connecting the bridge of my nose. That's usually something that I don't do, but a lot of these looks that I've been seeing on TikTok, that's a thing that it's kind of like being very predominant, like very cheek focused with a more moody blush. I was thinking when I was watching those videos, like, a moody blush, what better than Merit's Mood? So How pretty is this blush? I really, really like it. I think I need to put this brush down because I'm going a little overboard. So for my next step, it's gonna be the eyes. But first, I'm gonna go ahead and freeze my brows so we can let that freeze do its thing while we continue with the rest of the eyes, and then we come back to that. So I'm going to be using my usual brow combo, so the e.l.f. Brow Lift with the Rare Beauty, what is this called? Brow Harmony Precision Pencil, I think. So I'll be right back so we can move on with the rest of the face. Brows are all done, so now let's move on with the eyes. I'm gonna be busting out this Natasha Denona palette. This is the Camo palette. It is quite old. It's been around for a little while, and I've had it for, I want to say 3-4 years. I really do like it, and whenever I'm thinking about an actual fall makeup look, this is so perfect because you have the very beautiful brown neutrals, and it's just, I feel like this is so good for every skin tone. So I'm going to begin with the middle shade right here with a fluffy brush. This one is by Fenty Beauty, and I'm just going to start applying this all over my lid, but focusing this also on the crease. And now I'm going to move into the very last shadow here in the palette, and same thing, but I'm going to deepen more that camel shade with a smaller brush. Just broke the eyeliner I'm about to use. So I'm done with the palette, and I opened this and smashed it with its own lid. So this is by Charlotte Tilbury, the Color Chameleon eyeshadow in the shade Amber Haze, but I really use it as more of an eyeliner. So I'm gonna go ahead and hopefully don't mess this up because this is broke now. I'm going to start lining my eyes, but I'm going to be very, yeah, this thing broke. I'm not gonna be too careful with this. I want it to be more the thicker and all over the place liner, so I probably need to get up and sharpen this, but I went on and sharpened my eyeliner because it was not working, and I'm just drawing a very thick line. As you can see, it's not going to be anything precise. I want it to be more of a smoky eye. So I'm just grabbing the same brush that I was just using and just blending this into the same sort of eyeshadow I already had. And then I'll probably do a tiny little baby wing with the same eyeliner. And I'm gonna go back to the brush that I was using. Actually, I'm gonna change it to this one from Merit, and I'm just going to blend even more into the lid this same eyeliner. And now with this same Merit brush, I'm gonna go in the back. There's a tiny, more precise brush, and I'm just going to draw a very subtle wing. Not even a wing, just bringing that eyeshadow or eye pencil, I guess, on a wing-like manner. Here's what we have with the eyes. Very smoky. I really wasn't expecting it to go so smoky, but I really like how it's looking. So now I am going to just apply tons and tons of mascara. I'm gonna be using the Push Up Pillow Talk La Mascara by Charlotte Tilbury. So we're just going to coat the lashes with tons of mascara, and then I'll be back so we can determine if I need more blush maybe, and what we're gonna be doing with the lips. So I'll be right back. Eyes are pretty much done, and I really love the smokiness of it. I think fall is the perfect time to either go very bold on your lips or very bold on your eyes. So today we're gonna go for the eyes and the cheeks. So now let's move on with lips. I'm gonna be using the lip liner from Charlotte Tilbury in the shade Iconic Nude, which is such a pretty nude color. I really love it, and it basically pairs good with any lipstick you wear. So I need to stop talking and apply this. I have 3 options for lipsticks, starting with the probably winner will be 1990 by Merit. This is a satin formula, very comfortable on the lips. So this might be the one that I go for. And then I've got Glowing Gen by Charlotte Tilbury. This is from the Hot Lips collection. This is more of your mauve nude. And then lastly, we've got one from Lisa. This is the shade Velvet Affair. So this is going to be a matte formula. So 2 satins and one matte. Let me do some swatches in the back of my hand so I can decide and pick the one. Glowing Gen. It's actually very pretty. It's the middle one. The 1990. So here we've got 1990 by Merit, Glowing Gen by Charlotte Tilbury, and Velvet Affair by Charlotte Tilbury by Lisa Eldridge. What do we think? Oh, 1990 looks really pretty. 1990 and Velvet Affair. Let's go for 1990. Very 90s. I don't know if I like this right now. I think it's too much. Yeah. Let me blot it real quick. I think we need something less brown. Maybe something more nude. I'm gonna go for Velvet Affair on top. This is going to be so many lipsticks or so much lip situation. I think it's just looking still very brown. Oh well. That looks good. I like it. Super smoky and very dark lips. I think I'm gonna go for a little more of the blush just to bring out the more burgundy on this makeup and we're not looking too brown. Oh yeah, I think that's perfect. And to set this makeup, I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. All done with the makeup, I really loved the end result. I think the eyes are definitely the star of the show, and without meaning it, I loved the lip. I wasn't too sure whenever I did 1990 by itself, so kind of combining it with Velvet Affair, I think it gave the most stunning look. And if I wanted to go for something more subtle, more turned down, I think I would just skip the lipsticks altogether, go with the same eye, same blush, and instead of adding lipsticks, I would just go for Iconic Nude with this shade of the lip balm. I think this would be such a pretty combination. But here is the look. I absolutely love it. Let me know in the comments below what are your thoughts on this makeup. Is this going to be, as for me, a more going out look for you? Or maybe you love a more subtle smoky eye for your everyday? As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Bye!